a woman has intrinsic dignity, worth, and value because they've been made in the image of God. Their value does not come from their role as helper. Their value comes from the image of the one whom they've been made in, namely God. Just like Adam. There is no distinction in value. There is no distinction in importance. There is no distinction in dignity. Man and woman equal in dignity, worth, and value. Does our world get that today? Not at all. Men get elevated to the point of abusing women, and then we try to fix it by obliterating differences and elevating men over women, and it's just all messed up. And here we have a picture of God's intended order design where it's good. So when God says that He made the woman to be a helper for man, that's not a demeaning title. There's three reasons, I think, why it's not demeaning. The first is that when God says that man needs a helper, what does that say about man? It says he's incomplete on his own. It says he's inadequate on his own. It says he can't cut the mustard on its own. It says that he's needy. It says that without something outside of himself to help him, he is absolutely and completely not good. Incompleto, right? The second reason that helper isn't demeaning is because when God says that man needs a helper, not only is it saying that man needs help, it's saying that the solution to man for helper is the woman. Meaning, she brings things to the table with capacities that he doesn't have. There is intrinsic value in the woman who brings things to the relational table, to the familial table, to the marketplace table, to the world table that, frankly, the man simply can't do, which gives her great worth. The irony of our day and the feminist movement, which the feminist movement is very nuanced because, you read some feminists and it's like, whoa, they hate men and their goal in life is to kill everyone, right? Other feminists are like, we just want to be treated better than dogs. I'm like, I can be a feminist then, because women are amazing. They're made in the image of God. They should be treated with the utmost dignity. If that's your definition of feminism, sure, go ahead. But if your definition of feminism is to exalt women above men and then put down men, that's just dumb because men are made in the image of God too. And the irony of it is that most women that hate men try to make up for it by acting like men. Does that seem dumb? Don't say you're important as a woman and then prove it by trying to act like a man. Be a woman. That's what's important. God's saying you don't have to act like a man to be valued. You can be a woman and be valued because you're made in my image for an express purpose of helping this dolt who's a little hard or rough around the edges and he needs some assistance. So I'm bringing him a helper. Third reason why it's not demeaning, I don't think, is because God calls himself a helper. Think about it. All through the Psalms, he identifies himself as Israel's helper, as the one who saves Israel from their enemies, as the one who delivers the people of God from the enemies of God. Then we get to John 17, and Jesus sends his Spirit, and what is the Spirit of God called? He calls himself what? The helper. The Spirit of God calls himself the helper. The Father God calls himself the helper of the people of God. This is a God title he gives to women. When he says you are to be a helper, he's saying you are to be godlike in how you love, serve, assist, and help this man over here who by himself, Google Maps or not, he's going to get lost. That's the picture here. So don't demean the role of women by trying to be a man. Love being how God's made you.